The fall is quickly approaching, which in every year since, well, forever, means children going back to school. That is, until now. If you're watching this, chances are that you are somehow affiliated with special education. Some of us are parents of children with special needs. Some are teachers or principals or therapists or caregivers, leaders of organizations, or aides to children who need some form of additional assistance. Before COVID-19, the most difficult part of parenting a child with special needs was simply understanding the terminology enough to properly fight for your child's educational rights. From self-contained classrooms or inclusion to the intricate details of an IEP, FBA, BIP, or if ASD has anything to do with your child's ODD. Oh, the simple days. Now we're worried about how our child will possibly be ready academically for school this fall, or whenever it starts. COVID-19 and the accompanied forced homeschooling isn't just a nuisance for families of children with special needs. It can be detrimental, it can be life-altering, and it can be scary. Because communication is often difficult for children with special needs, most of us struggle simply connecting with and understanding our child at a deep level. It's a fact that all of us parents across the world now have a deeper appreciation for the incredible amount of effort a teacher puts into their craft and the results that come from their expertise. Today, I want to talk about fall, or whenever school resumes for your child, specifically the stipulations put forth by our school district on children and teachers as a result of COVID-19. Now, our school district is year-round. Our kids were slated to go back to school at the end of July. All of the following is information from our school district. Yours may look similar or completely different. First, there are two school options for the 2020-2021 school year. Number one, online school. It's going to be similar to the spring of 2020. Number two, in-person school, but with many new rules. Let's quickly go through the online school option for elementary grades. There'll be 5 full days of instruction per week, daily live teacher interaction in small and whole groups. Individualized supports and accommodations are provided. A customized learning program for dual language immersion and gifted. Specially designed instruction is appropriate for children with IEPs. Now, for my son last spring, this included 3 30-minute one-on-one sessions per week. Also, self-paced and live instruction. Next, let's spend some time chatting about the in-person school option, as that has changed a lot. There will be 5 full days of instruction per week. Face coverings are required for students and staff in all areas where social distancing is not possible. This includes kindergarten all the way up. Restricted use of common areas, structured transition, and small group assemblies only. There'll be enhanced sanitation and disinfecting procedures. I like that one. Hand washing and or sanitizer stations in every classroom. Temperature checks daily for staff before arrival. Lunch operations will be modified to allow distancing. Gifted, special education, and dual language immersion options will function as normal. Now, I'm not sure what this means, since last spring children with IEPs didn't necessarily receive much. So where did this information that was used to create this approach come from? Well, partially from parents in our school district. You see, our district sent out a survey to parents at the end of May. There were a total of 19,138 responses from parents and guardians. Now, this equates to roughly 55% of the student body. Here's some of the feedback the district received. As you can see in the first graph, almost 50% of parents were more likely to send their child back to school if there was a partial or staggered schedule and employees wore face masks. Now, majority of parents felt more comfortable with their child going back to school if employees have daily temperature checks and if children have daily temperature checks. More parents felt that students wearing face masks would make it more likely for them to send their children to school versus not wearing one. On the next graph, you can see that a majority of parents felt children shouldn't be restricted for recess and extracurricular activities. And also that parents shouldn't have to fill out a daily health questionnaire about their child. The only 2 areas parents felt needed to be restricted, according to this graph, is that children should eat lunch in their classroom and that common areas should either be restricted or eliminated altogether. Now, regarding a delay to the start of school, well, that happened already. It's been pushed back 4 weeks as of right now. It may be longer as we get closer to that new date. This graph was really interesting to me. It shows that out of responding parents or guardians, only 56% are ready or comfortable sending their children back to school full time. Now, this alone could mean that as school begins, the in-person classes could be at roughly 50% capacity. So what did we ultimately decide to do? Well, we created a pros and cons list and based our decision on those results. I'll take you through them quick. The pros: peer interaction. Our kids miss their friends. Fostering independence away from us. More me time for mom and dad. It's easier to get in physical activity such as recess. Also, we've had great luck with teachers over the years. And our children can work with an expert that's not a parent. Now here's some of the cons. There's going to be limited interaction because of social distancing. This is a fluid situation, so rules can change at any time. And we know kids don't do well with change. There's a potential, of course, to catch COVID-19. Recess will be heavily restricted. Now for us, here's the big one. Our children would have difficulty wearing a mask for 6 to 8 hours. The fact is, our son can't even do it for 60 seconds without a massive struggle. Most things our children look forward to are restricted or eliminated, like hanging out with friends at recess, having lunch with friends, or interacting in groups like music class and their classroom because of social distancing. So we made the decision for both of our children to conduct school online this year. For our son, it was easy to figure out because there's zero chance that he would be able to abide by the social distancing and mask regulation without really some significant behaviors. Now for our daughter going into 3rd grade, we spoke with her about these new rules and really she almost cried. She had been looking forward to being able to play with her friends like the good old days since March. She decided that if she couldn't do that, she didn't want to deal with the masks and the other items. The decision us parents make in this scenario will be 100% customized to our child's individual needs and our own family dynamic. Only you can answer that. The bottom line is, this too shall pass. And at some point in the not too distant future, all of this will simply become an experience that we lived through. However, in the meantime, if we can help in any way, please do not hesitate to reach out. My contact details are in the description of this video. From all of us at specialedresource.com, thank you for watching this episode of Special Education Parenting Tips. We'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Please take a moment, give us a thumbs up. Your support means the world to us. If there's a specific topic you're interested in, please leave a comment. Until then, enjoy these other videos designed to help parents navigate the crazy world of special education. Thank you.